Man, hold on, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I got so excited that forgot to hit live. Now it's live, so they saw a little bit of your stuff. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
Because Alvin Sims,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, man. Louisville Cardinals former standout Alvin Sims is in the building today, man. I'm gonna tell you what. It is an honor to have you on the show. You know what I'm saying? Big time because, man, Alvin's my age. You know what I'm saying? I told my little bro, I said, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, hey, this guy right here, this guy right here, this guy right here. Man, I tell him stories all the time. I said, bro, I'm gonna see if I can get Alvin Sims on the show.
Uh-huh.
He said, Alvin Sims. You know how you talk to people like, okay, and I knew I was like, you don't even remember this kid. What do you? I said, hey man, in my lifetime as growing up, this dude right here was a
Mm-hmm.
monster. So hey, welcome Alvin. How you doing, man?
Doing all right, man. Thanks
All
for having me.
Fresh. Yeah, love that. So having you on the show, like I said, basically we want to make sure everybody has a story to tell, and the good thing that what we do on this show is a lot of youth that watch the show, and we like to say, hey, we got somebody who's an athlete, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
who has been through the same thing or maybe something different. So we let you tell your story on how you became, an athlete, a player, and all this kind of stuff. We talk about the family, talk about, what I'm saying, college, high school, little league, and also what you're doing now. So basically, we want to start off, you know what I'm saying? First of all, when you look at the whole thing, and I want to kick it real quick on this one. So I want to make sure I get everything right. First of all, when Alvin Sims, his career total points is 1,057 points. So he's in the club.
Yeah.
Alvin's in the club. He's in the club. 245 assists.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't a ball hog. He gave up the rock too. Alvin gave the rock up. 499 rebounds. Come on, coach. Coach Crumb, you can get one more rebound. Get that 500 club, man. But this is the great thing. 217 assists.
Yeah. That's
217
dope.
assists, and actually, I think you have basically two of the top five, top six individual season for steals too, and 123 dunks. If you haven't seen Mr. Alvin Sims dunks, please go to YouTube after the show. Don't do it now. Don't do it now. After the show, make sure you follow because I'm gonna tell you what. If you can't come up out of your seats on some of these dunks, something's wrong with you.
Oh, by the way, you said steals, right?
Yeah.
His junior year, he had 84 steals. His senior year, he had 85.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Alvin Sims. That's going on, man. Hey. For real, let's start off this way, Alvin. How did you get into sports, man? I mean, how did you get in, and the age, and what kind of sports did you play as a youth, man?
My family has a sporting background. Much came from a long family of athletes, starting with my great grandfather from Kentucky.
Okay.
William B. Reed. His nickname was Chief Reed. He was All-American at Kentucky State University. Three-sport All-American at Kentucky State University. Also, during that time, my uncle, Marvin Roberts, was he also was a major basketball player. He played briefly with the Harlem Globetrotters. And excuse me, the Harlem Globetrotters. He also went to Tennessee State A&T. It was something like that. It was like a small college back in the 50s.
Okay.
So, and then I have other relatives that played D1 basketball. Sean Boston. I had a cousin that actually. He went some JUCO, then ventured off over to Australia and played professional basketball. So I mean, it was a lot of people to look up to. My main mentor was Yanamor Zeblin. he put the ball in my hand basically. He's from Chicago. My family's from Chicago. Did a lot of street balling there, and he basically put the ball in my hand.
Okay. So, hey, first of all, it's in the bloodlines. You gave a list, man. I'm like, hold on, man. No wonder Alvin was all in there. So, as a little leaguer, like, what was the age you started playing?
9 years old.
9 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, real quick, because please tell me, you got some football in your background too, or something. I mean, I know you wasn't solely a basketball player, was you?
Oh yeah, I was all around athlete. I did football, baseball. I played soccer, ran track. Yeah, I did it all.
Okay.
Did it all.
So what was the age that you was at where you said basketball is it?
Sophomore year. I gave it up. I gave all the other sports up except for soccer. I wanted to continue soccer for footwork and to stay in shape. And then my junior year, I got hurt, so I just gave everything up and just stuck with basketball.
Okay. And so, like, you from Paris, Kentucky, or you grew up in Paris, Kentucky?
Grew up in Paris. I'm originally from Illinois, Evanston, Illinois.
Okay.
We migrated down to Kentucky later on, and then I went to high school in Paris. So.
Okay. All right. So as you get to Paris, and you said that basically you gave up all the other stuff except for soccer and basketball courts. When as a high schooler did you realize, oh, I can play D1.
Yeah.
I can, like, this is where I can. I mean, granted, don't get me wrong. I know, like, the history, your bloodlines, all this, but you still have to have that confidence in yourself to be like, okay, I belong here in D1 and that kind of stuff like that.
Probably when I started playing with the Kentucky All Stars. Well, I started with the Kentucky All Stars. That was ran by Eddie Ford. Sean Ford's his son. He's coaching AA now. He recruited like the best talent in Kentucky.
Yes.
And we used to travel out to LA and Vegas. And we competed against the best out there. Jason Kidd, Roger Groves. They were like ranked 1 and 2 in the nation at that time. We competed with those guys. And also, we took a team over to France. We played, it was like the Junior Olympics thing over there. And I was in the dunk contest. And, I won the dunk contest over there against Felipe Lopez.
Woo!
And this Croatian guy, he was like the dunk champion over there. And he took off. He was taking off from the free throw line 1 foot and dunking 2 hands.
Wow.
So my dunk was I came in, leaned from the side. Michael Jordan leaned, shattered the backboard, and it was over.
Hey. I love like hey, my dunk was. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like I said every day, like, I just shatter it. But I'm gonna tell you what, I'm not surprised. for real. So, okay, your senior, or what I say, was it when the University of Louisville? First of all, let me back up. Coming out of high school, how many? What was the schools that was coming after you? Let's put it that way.
Xavier, USC, UCLA at one point in time.
Okay.
Like a lot of small mid majors, Morehead State, East Tennessee State. I had a lot of schools, Western, Eastern, all those schools.
Okay.
So yeah, I had 5.
So Alvin, who was the primary? Like, so Louisville. Okay, when they came calling, was that junior year, senior year, or what year was that?
Senior year.
Senior.
Yeah. I remember Scoot and Larry Gay. They was coming to watch me play. And it was late during the season. It might have been first round of districts or the end of the season. And they was real heavy trying to get me down there. And then I guess um, during the Kentucky All-Star tryouts, that's when they say offer him a scholarship. So.
Okay. Ooh, man. Ooh, wait. Thank you for doing that. So it's a privilege, like I said, that like you played for a Hall of Famer, Denny Crum. How was that first meeting? Because we know that like being recruited before myself, had a lot of assistant coaches and stuff like that. And then sometimes like the first time you met Denny, how did that go, man? How was that feeling? I mean, that kind of stuff, man. 'Cause that dude right there, I mean, come on, cool hand Luke.
Yeah, exactly. It was just like I knew he was gonna be my mentor right off the bat, and I had something to prove. So the relationship was kind of stiff at 1st, and then I worked my way up the ladder, earn my respect and everything like that. So yeah,
So as you say that, because like yes, like I said, like a lot of college, like a lot of athletes, you develop a relationship so much with your assistant coaches. So who was the assistant? Who was your go-to guy as an assistant coach that you know
Larry
that you can talk to?
Larry Gay was my go-to guy. He also had he was friend of the family too. So he was friends with my uncle
Okay.
Leon. So yeah, they had ties, and I was close to him because he knew my family.
Okay. Okay. So your freshman year,
Mm-hmm.
give us some names on the team as your freshman year at Louisville. Who was on that team?
Cliff Rozier,
Mm,
Greg Minor, Dwayne Morton. Those were the guys.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, they Greg and Dwayne, especially Greg, taught me a lot.
Okay.
Greg was my mentor. He checked me a lot of times, especially in practice. So he
I'm
made, he made me tough. So I became a defender because of Greg.
you know what's so funny, Alvin? This growing up as a diehard U of L fan, that the names that you just named, and so you was a part of that team that basically had one of the best starting fives of all time in University of Louisville history. You talking about, and this is going to be probably maybe your sophomore year, maybe sophomore year. I'm trying to think because Cliff only played 2 years, right, for Louisville.
Uh, yeah.
So your sophomore year, that's when Jason and Dewan and Rozier and Morton and Manor.
No, that was freshman year.
Freshman year.
So
Okay.
it
Okay.
was Dewan, Jason, Dwayne,
Okay.
Greg, and Cliff.
That starting five was ridiculous, man. That's the team that lost to what was it, Arizona? Was it Arizona? Who?
Yeah, we lost to Arizona. Yeah.
Okay. That starting five was, when I say nasty, man, my God. Was that the first year they brought out the black jerseys?
Yeah, first and last.
Hey, my father, rest in peace. Take them black jerseys off. But you know what though? But see right there, as freshmen, going against a pro, Greg Minor and Morton and all those guys, man, iron sharpens iron right there.
Right.
How was those battles though? Like, I mean, man.
Yeah, it helped me gain self-esteem pretty much, because Greg was an athlete and he was strong. So, that opened my eyes pretty much. You know how you're a senior, you coming in as a freshman, you're going D1 and a major university, and the competition is going to be stiff. Yeah, Greg prepared me for that.
So you know what? You just hit on the point because, like I said, that we try to make sure that the youth is able to learn from the shows. I mean, so we have a good time and everything is good and like that. But we also will love when we have guests on the show. We want them to tell their experience. So as a going from high school to college, what kind of advice would you give an athlete doing that? Like, what should they
Just
work on and do? What you know?
going from high school to college, it's another level. So you got prepared physically and mentally. Also, you got to come in wanting to be coached, so you can learn in advance. Because if you don't, you're gonna get lost in the shuffle. Don't come in with the ego because you never know who's gonna check you. So just be prepared in every aspect.
So, Alvin, you hit on something. This is a little earlier that your relationship with Crum, I guess, improved. It was a little cold at first, I think you said. But so, when did it unthaw, in your opinion? That you was able, that he trust? I guess, I mean, I don't know what happened or whatever, but I know like some things are different with freshmen and different things like that. So when did it improve that okay, I'm here to stay or whatever? I mean, I ain't saying you was trying to leave with them, but like, when did it improve in your mind?
Um, Basically, I just had one thought in mind. Just be the player he wanted me to be. Okay. So it did take a while because I had my own style. That's why I mentioned earlier. Be ready to be coached. Mm-hmm. So it took me some time to adjust. I was frustrated a lot of times because I had I was a high scorer in high school, and I knew what I can do, and I was very confident. And in practice, it was a totally different story from stepping on the game time floor. Mm-hmm. So I had to definitely adjust. And then when things he didn't like and things that I didn't understand, we would butt heads. So
yeah,
basically, I know it was my time when he would tell me it was my time. So I had to wait for that moment.
Okay. You know what? Right there, that is somebody coachable.
Right.
I mean, you got to think as we in this time, you see the whole difference. I mean, this transfer portal is free agency. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm seeing so many names and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I know sometimes the things don't work out or whatever, but woo! I mean, over 1,200, 1,300 people that is in this transfer portal, stuff like that. That right there, man, that blows my mind. Like, as a coach, you might think that okay, I got Alvin, I got Mark coming back, I got a nucleus, and all of a sudden next day, I'm in the transfer portal, coach. It's just like, wow. What do you think about this transfer portal stuff, man?
I think it's not. I don't think it's smart at all because, for one, it shows the type of character you are. I mean, if you're willing to let go and give up and run away from, somebody that believed in you at first,
right?
And you gave you that opportunity. It shows your character.
Yeah.
So basically, you're loyal. You're staying at your school regardless.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I like that.
Yeah, and you know what? And you hit it on the head. Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I try to serve it on the team for you because and that's like when you said about I was ready when Coach Crum said I was ready. Mm-hmm. That speaks volume.
Yes, it does.
That speaks volume of you because you don't see that, man. They like, nah, dude, I'm trying to go like right now, get out of here, let's rock and roll. So okay, let's go on to the junior year. Now, junior, Alvin is rocking and rolling.
It's no crazy.
Okay, we doing some stuff junior year. So, and you got your team, you know what I'm saying? You got Wheat, D Wheat and all this kind of stuff. So junior year. In your mind, after your junior year, were you thinking that okay, maybe I should go pro or something? What were you thinking?
A lot of people advised me to go pro. I did have that was probably my best year. Yeah, they did advise me to go pro, but then other people said you should just stay, try to finish up, but I was lost, so I just stayed. So I didn't know what decision to make, so I just stayed and finished out.
Okay. Hey, because like I said, bro, I saw some stuff. I was like, dude, Dad, he ain't gonna be here next year. He ain't gonna be here. Dad, for real.
Right.
So, senior year. Who was the starting five your senior year?
Me, Dewan, Alex Sanders, Nate Johnson, and then Damian Dancer.
Damian Dancer. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Because I'm gonna tell you what, that team. That hey man. Before you got on the show, I had to show him this one dunk, NCAA dunk. You know what I'm going at? The Texas. When it looked like the Red Sea parted, like they was like, "Hey, Alvin, if you want this, you got this" type stuff. You know, hey, that was vicious.
Yes, it was.
And as a dunker that you are, and I can't say name which one or whatever, like that kind of stuff like that. But when you did that dunk against Texas, man, how was that feeling, bro? I mean, because that right there was like you stayed up. You can step up if you want to.
Well, Texas, they got a whole atmosphere of athletes. I can't even say team because they probably had red shirts or walk-ons that could jump and dunk and stuff like that. They were a high-jumping team, man. Plus, they were physical. So every time I went to the hole, I had to come strong. So at that moment, I knew somebody was going to get it because
Somebody's gonna get it.
And they did. So in that game, that's the game that Dewan got hurt.
Yeah.
How was the huddle, man? When y'all realized Dewan wasn't coming in, don't get me wrong, y'all had some balls, but we know D Week was rocking and rolling too. Like who pulled? I mean, besides Crum, I'm pretty sure, but sometimes you also got to have that play. How'd y'all come together on that, man? Because as Cardinal Nation is like, dude, what's going down? So how was that game, bro? I mean, for real.
When we got hurt, man, I told him straight up, I got this. I got it, man. Don't worry. I got it. I wasn't gonna go down. It was our senior year, and it was his. Could possibly be his last game, and I was like, "Oh, we can't go out like this."
Mm-hmm.
That's why you on the show, Al.
I like that. That's dope.
That's right there. He said, "Hey, we ain't going down like this. I got this." And so the next game was North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Elite Eight. We try to come back and all this kind of stuff like that. So, hey, right there, man, when y'all pull that Texas out, man, I'm like, hey, right here, man, this is one of the dopest team ever because when you lose one and then y'all continue to win it, because it's so easy. Yeah. It's so easy to give up. You know what I'm saying? And y'all rock and roll, man. I salute you guys for that. So now senior year is over, right? So now we got combines and all this kind of stuff. How was that, man? Walk us through that process. It's like, okay, this is over. Now I got to rock and roll for my professional career.
Yeah. So I went to Portsmouth, did the Portsmouth thing. Did pretty good. Marty Blake was the manager of the NBA at the time, and he said he's seen enough of me. I didn't make it to the Phoenix one. But after that, I got some invites from NBA teams. Miami Heat with Pat Riley he was the coach at the time. New York Knicks, Houston Rockets was interested in me. Went to Cleveland, worked out there. After the draft, I didn't get drafted. So, they had calls from the Atlanta Hawks, the Lakers, the Clippers. So I ended up working out with the Atlanta Hawks, but I committed to the Lakers first. But they didn't start till later, so I went to the Atlanta Hawks, and they really liked me, but my engagement was with the Lakers, so I had to fly out there and play in the summer league with Kobe and Derek Fisher.
Wait a minute. You can't let that go like that.
You can't let this slide out like that, though. Now, come on now. So the year you went out there, was that Kobe's rookie?
Second year.
Second year. Okay. And D Fish and all that. Okay, yeah, because they still made him play there. How was that experience, man?
Well, with Kobe, it wasn't too good, man. He was, ball was always in his hand, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
a lot of running up and down playing defense. But they did, sit him out a couple games. I shined against the Dallas Mavericks. Samaki was on the team. I gave him 29. And
Yeah.
we talked trash the whole the whole game.
That's
Yeah,
good
they
stuff.
had
So what made you
playoff.
commit to the Lakers?
Huh?
What made you
What's
commit
that?
to the Lakers?
Well, actually, it was more, my agent was like, got that fit, that the Lakers style fit.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah, he actually sent me out there. But who's the coach that's going to Indiana now? The guy
Woodson.
from
Woodson.
yeah. So yeah, he was with Atlanta, and he was like, man, you should have stayed because we won. And I was like, my bad, I was just following my agent's instructions.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So when you went through that, and how'd you get hooked up with? You play? Where you play in Europe? Where'd you play at?
well, first, the NBA, I didn't follow through with the NBA. Went to the CBA. I got drafted by the Quad City Thunder.
Rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Rookie of the year, we won the championship, and that boosted my career.
Okay.
So then after that, I went to Greece. I went to Greece because they had the lockout.
Yes.
Uh, Phoenix was very interested in me before I went to Greece. So yeah, after I came back from Greece, that's when I went to Phoenix.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we saw that. All that. Man, how long did you play overseas?
I played a long time, probably like 9 years maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's whew. You know what though, and it's so great that you're able to make, say still play ball, make some
Yes.
money, doing all that kind
Mm-hmm.
of stuff overseas and all that. So when you decide, Alvin, that this is done, I'm done with this, and you come back to the states, right? Um, what was next for Alvin to do? What I mean, and this is kind of leading me in like other stuff. So after basketball is finished, what did Alvin decide? Okay, now this is what I need to do.
Okay, so it ended. I didn't want it to end the way it ended. I ended up getting hurt. I broke my foot.
Mm-hmm.
It was the second time I injured. The first time was the left foot, and then the right, and I broke the right foot. And
Mm-hmm.
so, yeah, I was just breaking down, man. So I didn't want to quit, but it happened that way. So after that, I started focusing on my kids. My oldest daughter, who actually went to Tennessee State,
Mm-hmm.
um, just started working with her. Start working her out. People start seeing me work my daughter out. Then everybody else wanted me to work out their kid. And then we ended up started like doing a little coaching, and then everything just funneled into S5 Academy basketball.
S5 Academy. S5 Academy. So now S5 Academy, which is still going on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Please let everybody know exactly. I know you just did a little bit, but like tell them exactly what it is. Um, Contact information, all this kind of stuff. I know you different states and stuff like that, but
Mm-hmm.
this, go ahead and let this shine real quick.
All right. So you can look up all the information on S5 Academy on Facebook. I have a lot of stories, videos, how I got kids opportunities, scholarships through my connections, through all the hard work that they put in, all the dedication they put in, and I helped them achieve their goals. So there's a lot of information on the S5 Academy Facebook page. You can look that up
Okay.
again on Facebook, and it basically explains itself.
Okay. And we'll also put it on our on our platforms and all that kind of stuff like that, without a doubt. So let's get into the fun part, like your family, because like I told Alvin before, I told him two little short stories. One was I can tell a little bit later, but anyway, as far as your family, I remember my family got season tickets to the University of Louisville games and playing Tennessee State. Tennessee State. Looked up. I said, man, I know that dude anywhere. That's Alvin Sims over there, man. So tell us about your family, your children, and all this kind of stuff, because I know they athletic bunch just like they dad. So man, go ahead and let us know about that.
So my oldest that played at Tennessee State, her name was Asia Sims.
Mm-hmm.
Great athlete, all around athlete. She ran track and did whatever she wanted to on the basketball court. Steals, scored, assists. I was very proud of her. She graduated from Tennessee State. I'm very proud of that. She's getting a master's now, and also, very, very proud. My son, he's at Midway University right now. He's a senior there. He's about to graduate. He's gonna get a degree in biology. So,
woo, okay.
My middle child, Isabella Sims, he's a senior. Incredible basketball career, high school career, well known. Hopefully, she flourishes at the next level. My youngest, Avery Sims, she's another very high intellectual person, being very, very good person. She's like first in her class in academics. Last year, she was ranked 9th overall at Mason County in academics. She's also a basketball player. She's a sophomore. She runs track. Very athletic.
Bloodlines.
Yes, it is.
Bloodlines. Yeah. Hey, that's good stuff right there. Is she the last one? She's the last one, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to say this. If y'all not on Twitter, y'all need to be on Twitter. Follow us definitely. Walker Will Show. Come on Twitter. But anyway, on Twitter I saw a nice old picture of some former athletes that was with a Hall of Fame coach. And when I look at this picture, I see Alvin Sims. Mm-hmm. I see J.O. You know what I'm saying? I saw some Brian Kaiser, different stuff like that. What was going on with that, Alvin? It put a smile on my face to see Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? To see you guys on there. How did that come about?
Well, Brian Kaiser, he's the one that orchestrated everything. Okay. So he brought us all together. We wanted more to come, Coach Jones, more players, but it was a great opportunity for me to come because I was coming in town to watch my daughter run track. So I said, yeah, I'll definitely be there. My monumental moment. So. Yeah. Plus, everybody's getting up in age, and it was about that time.
Could you tell them? I didn't listen. Could you tell tell the people who were the players there besides the ones I didn't say everybody, but could you let them know who was at there with Denny?
Okay. So it was Bozak Smith, Matt Son, from Shelbyville. Mm-hmm. He actually played one season. He came in my year, me and J.O.'s year. Tick Rogers was there. Yeah. Robbie Wine. Who else was there? Let's see. I think that was it.
Okay. That was a great photo, man. That was great. Mm-hmm. And I love that, man. To see Denny up there with his fellow, players and stuff like that. That right there, man, was a Hall of Fame moment big time. So, like you said, we all getting up in age, so you got to take advantage of that situation. Big time. So what we do on this show, I don't know, Alvin, a lot of people like to be on the show. Come on the show and we salute you guys. But this ain't your ordinary show. Nah. So we like to go ahead and have a little fun with our guests. And so we're going to have a little bit of fun real quick. So bear with us. We're going to have to crop you back in, but we got some things we want to see Mr. Alvin Sims' opinion on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Hold on, let's go and get this right now. Okay. Okay, we'll crop this real quick. All right, and we have a thing, man, that we do franchise players, all-star, and starter. Now, basically, people get kind of confused. So for the new people, and hopefully the Card Nation that's sitting here watching this, basically, franchise players is who the best player you think out of the three. Then all-stars is second, starter is the third. So right now, we have Devin Booker, Harden, and Donovan Mitchell. Who is your franchise player? Who is your all-star player? Who is your starter?
I'm going franchise with Donovan. I think he's going to be loyal. He's not going to be like James Harden and bounce from team.
Yes, sir.
All-star player is definitely James Harden's all-star player.
Okay.
And starter is Devin Booker. He can probably go and start for most of the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't a Kentucky dig?
No, I know his dad. I play against his dad.
You know I'm messing with you. you know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we do a Kentucky show too.
Yeah.
So, but I had to do a little dig on that though. So nah. That right there though, I mean, I love that. Mm-hmm. I hope Mitch get better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything his ankle as they go in their first place. But you know what? This was the appetizer. This wasn't nothing. This right here, I got you right here. I need you on this one.
Jesus.
I need you on this one. Hold on.
Here we go.
What we cropping at? This one right here. You are one of the best dunkers of all time in University of Louisville history. Point blank. Right here, I had to get a little smooth with it, a little trick with it. So basically, best dunker 50, 45, 40. Best Euro ranking in first, second, third. And here we go. We got Dominique Wilkins, Vince Carter, half man, half amazing. Eric Jordan, 50, 45, and 40. And look, and you as a dunker, you know when the cards go up, so you know what we're talking about on here. You know what I'm saying? And you know what though, Alvin, I can't tell you how many people that like as we're doing the show and text out and receive, and even when we started listing you on here, oh man, Alvin Sims, that's one of the best players. I loved him, dunk all this stuff. So it would be fitting to hear one of the greatest dunkers. So what do you think about this? Who gets your 50 piece?
I gotta go with Dominique Wilkins.
It got me. That surprised me.
It didn't surprise me though.
It got me.
It didn't surprise me.
He got posters, man. He has a lot of posters.
In-game posters.
Hard. He's banging hard. I gotta go with Jordan for 45, man, because again, like his dunks meant something. Like when he dunked on you, for a purpose. When I'm trying to be fancy out there, you bumped me or you tripped me, you fouled me hard, I'm coming back for you. That's what I saw.
Yeah. And so Vince is that 40. Let me ask you real quick, because I know you said it in let me see. So, okay. So you never had a chance to get to go against Jordan or nothing like that, right? Because I know you played 4 games for Phoenix, right? Okay. Yeah. Cool. And we know he won't do no training at all. But right there, let me ask you this real quick off the top. Who was the one player that you played against when you was in Louisville? Not a teammate that you said, hey, that's a dog.
Let's see. It's hard, man.
Sorry to put you on like that. I know you don't play for that. I mean, because y'all was in a lot of different. Y'all was in Conference A and all this other kind of stuff like that. But I know y'all played. Denny Crum played competition.
Yeah, we played comp all the time, and so it was a lot of skilled players. But as far as somebody dominate out there in my position on the court, I just couldn't. I can't see that. I mean, I'm not trying to be arrogant or nothing like that, but man, I don't like. Okay, so as a freshman, I would say, um, Vashawn Leonard.
Woo, Minnesota.
Yeah, won the double A. It was NCAA tournament. That dude, hey, it was hard to go at that guy.
I like that. I like that. I like for real, for real.
Uh,
So, okay, if you had to name, you might say Greg, and it might be that. Like, who was the hardest person to guard in practice?
I'd probably say Greg before Dwayne. Greg was more physical. Dwayne was like shit, so long. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
They
that's good.
they both were tough, but Dwayne was man.
Yeah,
It
he
was
was good. Yeah, like I
like
said, man.
two, three dribbles he got on the court. It's over.
Yeah, like I said, that was one of the best fun teams to watch at all times for real, man. And people miss it. I wish they could like that. So, uh, real quick before we let you go, we all know about Denny Crum. Shout out some of these other coaches that led the way. You did the family and all this kind of stuff. So, what were some of the other coaches that influenced you, man, on your journey?
Bob Eads was my high school coach. He definitely took care of me. He's a good guy. He's still in Paris. I talk to him from time to time. He made sure that I was on the right path. And I have to take it a step further than that. When I first came to Kentucky, Garrett Cottle was my first um, little league coach. He actually drove and came pick me up like every twice a week, and then Saturdays on during the game days. He helped me get started also.
That's good stuff right there. Big time. That's
Absolutely.
you always gotta praise and everything else, man. Give flowers before people are
So there you
serious and
go.
all this kind of stuff like
Absolutely.
that, man. And that right there is definitely needed big time. So, hey, so as a former player, you watch these games. Like, so are you one of the players? I mean, like, do you watch every U of L game? I mean, do you critique it? Do you like? Let's put it this way, Al. Let's put it this way. Like, being I'm a former footballer. Like, when I anticipate things.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see like a linebacker should make it, I'm like watching. You know what I'm saying? All this kind of, like.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like? How is that watching? Let's just put it this way. I ain't gonna say do you watch Louisville. How is it? How is it when Alvin Sims watch a
Watch
Louisville
Louisville
game?
game.
You talking about recently?
Well, this period. Let's put a blanket over that, Alvin. We don't. Let's put a
um,
blanket over that one.
I'm I'm just I'm not convinced. So the effort's not the same.
Okay.
Defensive strategy is not the same. It seems like they don't have the will to win. It's like they're just going out there just to play. I don't see any fire out there. I don't see any motivation. Like the it seems like it's people are just playing just to play. I just don't get it. It's different. It's different. Very different.
Why you ready?
Hey, is it coaching?
Is it coaching? Yeah, it's definitely coaching. It's leadership. It's coaching. It's all that, man. I mean, you gotta bring a club together. You gotta motivate them. You gotta tell them, this needs to be done or else. In order to win, man. I mean, your job's on the line.
Yeah.
Your spots on the line. You can get
Mm-hmm.
recruited over. I mean, you never know.
No. You're
Right.
absolutely
Yeah.
right. And that's why I said blanket, but I knew when you was like, So let me ask you this real quick. As you watch this game, and I know like you critiquing it and everything from a player, and also, say you've been around coaches and stuff like that. So, um, well, let me go this way. How is the university now as far as like do they invite you ex players back and stuff like that, or do they keep a distance between y'all?
No, since Matt came in, that's one of the things I like about Matt. He included the former Denny Crum players. When Rick was there, I'm gonna blow him up. Rick did not fight us. Rick kicked us out. He kicked everybody out.
That's what I heard.
The loop, man. We felt like foreigners. I came into town trying to see people,
Yeah.
say hi to people. I didn't know what it were. Some of the people wasn't there. If it wasn't for Kenny Klein, then I probably wouldn't have any engagement with the university.
Wow.
Mm.
But you know what though, Alvin? I heard that though. I heard like when Ricky P was like, "This is I need this," but I did saw where when Mac had he invite, but still I love like how you just put it like, yeah, you invite us back, but still we need to get this stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need to get this stuff together, like that kind of stuff. I didn't like I said I did hear, and you know what? So discouraging as a U of L fan and a graduate alumni myself. How you not embrace the legacy, the history?
The history. Yeah.
Just so you can make yourself look like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's not conducive with nothing. You got to embrace. I mean, come on, man, come on.
Right.
And I don't know who allowed that to happen because people allowed that to happen. It wasn't it just wasn't one dude that said Mark can't come around the show no more. Nah, it was
somebody gave you permission.
Yes. I love that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And and so when you hit your statement talking about like about the coach and stuff like that, it wasn't like you was taking a shot at Mac because you love that he embraced the people, but you looking at it as like you're a former player, you're a fan, but you're a former player that knows your stuff. That you like this stuff needs to be happening. So, what are some of the things that you think can fix this current stuff?
You got to realize the type of players you're bringing in. Also, you're playing in the ACC, so it's a very very aggressive conference.
Yes.
So you definitely have to prepare your players to play in that day in day out. So those are some of the things. Plus, he definitely needs the support, which I think he's going in that direction to get better support to help his players prepare.
Yeah, you know what? It kind of speaks volume. Like after the season, like you're like assistant coaches got to go. Some of these players, it's like I don't know what somebody been in his ear or whatever, but when you make drastic changes like that, like and I like Gino, you know what I'm saying, but I mean I don't know them, but I thought Gino was doing okay. But I mean, he might have been like, "Look, let me go ahead and take some of this pressure off you or whatever." And so now you got a brain. But then, like for you to go ahead and say, "Okay," as a fan, I love transfers, but I don't like a whole team full transfer. I love freshmen that that can ball, and everybody can't ball immediately, but you develop them.
Right.
And so when you have a team full of transfer, unless you're UNLV back in the day with LJ and all them people, that's different. But as far as Louisville, I don't like to see 3 to 4 or 5 transfers and all this kind of stuff because next year they be gone. You got to continue doing the same thing. There's plenty enough talent that the University of Louisville can get some ballers.
Yeah,
right.
You're definitely gonna lose out on talent if you keep recruiting players is already had their 4 years. Plus, you cheating other kids out there that's working hard to earn their scholarship. I mean, develop players. I mean, that's your role as a coach. I mean, you pick the right player to fit your program and then go from there. You gotta have faith in your coaching, man.
Right. Hey man,
Absolutely.
I'm done with you, Alvin, man.
Dude.
You know, just shot the whole shit. No, but you hit some bangers. Hey, for real.
Great,
and I love
great.
hearing that from a former player, professional player at that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't like this somebody off the street. You know what I'm saying? That you see some of the things that we see, that we have conversation behind the scenes and stuff like that. And man, that right there, dude. Hey, that was great. That was great, big time, for real. Alvin, like I said, bro, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Appreciate
for
you,
being
man.
on the show.
Thank you so much.
Big time, because hey, anytime you want to come back on the show, you definitely, you know what I'm saying, welcome. Talk that, because hey, you realer than real, and like I said, my dad, rest in peace. You was one of his favorite dunkers of all times at University of Louisville. You know what I'm saying? So hey, what we do, man? What we do all day, every day.
Hit it.
Another banger. Hey man, hey, shout out to you, man. For real. We're gonna get with you and thank you. And like I said, we'll pull some stuff off your Facebook page or whatever from your and we'll post on everything like that.
Everything.
So everybody can see and all that kind of stuff, man. Everybody, thanks Alvin Sims for being on here. Big time. Hey man, God bless you and everything you do, brother.
You and your family.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.